Hey everyone, welcome to the first episode of Cast Iron Conjure, a virtual spell book hosted by yours truly, Cast a Spell. And in today's first episode, we're going to do some candle magic, okay? Fixing versus dressing your spell candles. What is the difference between the two? How to go about implementing that into your own spiritual work. And yeah, let's get started. So in this particular step, what I'm going to be starting with is the dressing. All right, now what is dressing? Dressing is if you wanted to dress the candle for the part or dress it for the role, dress it for the job. Okay, that means you're setting it up to work this particular working. So if it was like a money candle, you would dress it up with the dollar signs or any type of sigil that you normally work with in order to create abundance. Dressing the candle means putting it in the uniform. So this is when you would like add herbs or oils or juices from the body. All right. And the thing about dressing and fixing a candle is that it looks and is similar to fixing a candle, which I will get into further. But two things that are similar are not the same. And what I find myself doing here is an example of some road opening work, just to give you guys an idea. I started off with some symbols. This is my favorite symbol for road opening work, which is the infinity symbol. And I'm going to go ahead and carve that on both sides, or I guess opposite sides of each other on my candle. Now, after I have completed my symbols on both sides, I'm going to be covering, and you can call it praying, you can call it pouring my intention within it. Either way, this is part of fixing my candle. So what does it mean to fix a candle? To fix a candle means to attach it to a particular spirit. Now, I will tell anyone and everyone this very thing. When you're doing any type of spiritual work of any degree, it's always wise to have a spirit look over your work. So now that we have that finished, we're going to go ahead and dress this particular candle in some road opening oil. Okay, so this is just obviously an example, but I'm going to be using some road opening oil for the road opening work because I am dressing it for the actual work that I'm doing. Okay, I'm setting the tone, I'm creating the stage of sorts. So carve your veves, your sigils, whatever that may be, dress it in the oil or the juices that you have. This is a really good time to start chanting. If you have any chants or any particular words, special words, magical words to be said over your candle, or talk to your spirit even, this is the best time to do so when you're setting it up, when you're preparing, you're setting the stage for that spirit to work with this particular token. So how I'm going to start out this work is by using my road opening Papa Legba herbs, and I'm going to dress the entire cast iron with that later. And in this order, I'm adding Mayombe, Iroko, and Abre Camino to this candle, to both sides of my symbol here, and I'm just going to push it in that symbol. The process of dressing and fixing is very similar, but this is where the two come together. While you are dressing your candle, you're dressing it towards the spirit. You're dressing it for the spirit to work with. So this is the best time to start to sing, to bind, to create an atmosphere for this particular spirit. The incense add to it, the herbs, the oils, everything is a symbol for the spirit to work with this particular tool. But in order to do so, you have to link it in the spiritual realm. That's where chanting, magical words, symbols and everything come into play. Because when it comes to anything spiritual, it communes and it communicates through symbols. And speaking of symbols, this is a method that I am very much in love with. I love making this happen. You already know it's cast iron conjure, so we feed our spirits. They get fed. Okay, we feed into them. We allow them to grow and change and get stronger. And in order to do so, you need a good plate of food. So what I do is I like to lay out herbs that work well with them, with that particular spirit looking over my work. And I draw their symbol or their veve, whatever you want to call it, within those herbs on that cast iron. All right. So when I'm working with the spirit, I make sure they know that this is their plate. This is the work for them. This is the meal for them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that method. It's actually one of my favorites and not shown enough within hoodoo work or any type of spell work. So yeah. And that's pretty much the end of the spell. The only thing that is left is to set it up on that working altar of yours and light it. Allow the candle to burn. If you are the type that needs to turn off that flame, just snuff the wick in its own wax and light it when you have the time and the freedom to do so. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of Cast Iron Conjure. This is Cast a Spell, and be sure to visit Occult Corner Store for anything and everything that you've seen in this video.